The one question I get asked most often is, why Manchester? Now, I know what you're thinking. Sales not in Manchester. Well, I can't be held responsible for what people ask me. Now, there's a really simple explanation to this question. My wife got a job in Manchester. Sales just outside Manchester. It's a nice little commuter town. Trafford's got great schools. So it's a nice place to raise up a family. You'll find no one prouder than a Manc. Yet, you'll still ask, of all the places in the world, why Manchester? It's such a British thing. You gotta love that self-deprecation. A lot of people have said, oh, Canada, I'd love to live in Canada. Well, maybe so. The grass is always greener on the other side. But I'd just like to point out that right now, the grass in Canada is under several feet of snow. And it'll be like that for another few months. And then when it melts, the grass is going to be yellow, and it'll be like that for a while. And then maybe the grass will be greener for a month or two. But what I wanted to talk about today is a few of the things that I really enjoy about this country. That brings me to the second most asked question I get. A lot of people will ask me to say this word, about. Disappointed? You thought I was going to say aboot, didn't you? It's about time we dispel the myth about everyone in Canada sounding like this. I think that might be a Nova Scotian thing. I'm not from Nova Scotia. Canada's a big place. I don't know how it became a stereotypical Canadian thing. We don't all sound like Jordan Peterson, eh? We don't all think like him either. People think there's a British accent. I mean, the people of Sale sound no more like the people in northern Manchester than the Queen sounds like a Scouser. But enough about that. Let's get to the list of some of the most interesting things I've found about living in this country. The UK, like Canada, uses the metric system, but we both have our own unique ways of using it. Canada is the one and only place in the world where you can have a 6-meter fence that's 6 feet high. And in the UK, you can go for a 5K run, but if someone drives in front of you in a car, they're going to go a little over 3 miles. Metric system or no, this is a 2x4, not a 4x2. Carpenters in Canada will work in feet and inches, but they'll drive 5 kilometers to the lumber yard, not the timber yard. And what's up with this weighing things in stones? I mean, who weighs things using a rock? Okay, proceed to security. There's no escape in taxes, but in Canada, when you buy anything, whether it's goods or services, you have to pay tax. Now, I know you think it's the same here, there, and everywhere, but not in Canada, or anywhere in North America that I know of. When you see a price on something, let's take these eggs for an instance. They cost £2.15, so when I go to the till, I hand over my £2.15 and walk away with my eggs. Nope, not in Canada. In Canada, you have to add the tax, either GST, the goods and services tax, PST, provincial sales tax, or HST, harmonized sales tax. In my province of Newfoundland and Labrador, it's HST, and that's an extra 15% I have to work out in my head for these eggs. So my eggs that cost £2.15 come to £2.47. I'll never understand why they can't put the real price on things. I think it's to fool you guys into thinking that things are actually cheaper in North America. If you consider this stuff food, then it's probably a bit cheaper in North America. Maybe about the same. But this stuff is not food. I'm talking about real food. And real food is much cheaper here than it is in North America. But this stuff should be even more expensive here. It should be more expensive everywhere. It's as bad as cigarettes, and it should be taxed as such. Taxes, taxes, and more taxes. I know everybody hates taxes, but at least you guys don't have to fill out income tax forms. Pages and pages and pages of income tax forms. Whether you're self-employed or you're working for the man, you still got to fill out your income tax forms every year in Canada. And furthermore, you have to do it twice. You got to fill out federal income tax forms and then provincial income tax forms. And yep, there's tax on the tax. Chips, my favorite thing in the world, full stop. And you call them chips here. We call them chips too. The rest of North America calls them French fries. Now, I must admit, I call these things French fries because these things are not chips. Now, the confusing and unusual thing is, we also call these things chips. What do you think it's like living in Canada? Leave a comment. Let's see if I can dispel some of the myths you've picked up along the way about living on the other side of the pond. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow us on Facebook and check out our webpage, wickedacorn.com. It's about time we dispel the myth about everyone in Canada sounding like this.